Big, beautiful bill signed into law last month. It swapped out clean energy incentives for more production of fossil fuels, which could mean more drilling on federal lands or offshore for natural gas and oil discovery. Well, some of our local members of Congress are pushing back on that possibility of having our Gulf waters with a new piece of legislation. Fox 13's Jennifer Vegas is in the newsroom to explain.
Offshore drilling was a hot topic during the transfer of power between former President Biden and President Trump. But now local members of Congress from both sides are pushing back on it out of concern for local tourism and fishing industries, as well as the environment.
We're gonna drill, baby, drill.
It was the message from President Donald Trump at the start of his second term in response to legislation created by former President Biden in January to ban offshore drilling as part of his energy policy, a ban that could be reversed, but not easily.
They took away 625 million acres of offshore drilling. Nobody else does that.
1 month later, President Trump declared a national energy emergency. His Secretary of the Interior stating offshore energy development is a vital component to national security. Recently, speaking about it when the president talked about plans to expand oil drilling in Alaska.
When we can have enough energy for ourselves and then sell energy to our friends and allies, they don't have to buy it from our adversaries.
Concerns from a local level are growing following the passing of the president's big, beautiful bill that swaps out clean energy incentives for more fossil fuels, promoting drilling for oil and gas on federal lands. Some federal legislators on both sides and Bay Area business leaders say hands off of the Eastern Gulf.
We just don't think the juice is worth the squeeze when you're talking about putting risky oil drilling opportunities out in our part of the Gulf.
That's where the Florida Coastal Protection Act comes in, sponsored by legislators like Congresswoman Kathy Castor.
She, along with Congressman Buchanan and Congressman Bilirakis, have filed legislation that would permanently ban drilling in the Eastern Gulf in the federal waters off Florida's coast.
Anywhere within 125 miles of our coastline. Charlie Justice, CEO of the Tampa Bay Beaches Chamber, traveled to Washington with the Walton Area Chamber from the Panhandle to stress this to the congressional delegation of Florida.
For environmental reasons, for economic reasons, for military training reasons, that this was just a bad idea for Florida right now.
Stating the Bay Area felt the effects of the Deepwater Horizon oil spill back in 2010.
Which really didn't impact Tampa Bay. Tourism dropped off.
A great risk, especially for an area still recovering from last year's active hurricane season.
These folks need good news.
Jennifer Vegas, Fox 13.